So my brother Israel, being unashamed.
Amen. Thank you. Love you.
Okay. And on that note, on that same note, I'm going to share something. Because I don't really like when people call a building church. Because the church is not a building. So this is what that poem's about. Alright. Let me bring this down. I'll build my church on women and men, and the gates of hell won't prevail against them. Because the church is not a building with a pretty little steeple. The church is a living, breathing family of people. The disciples of Jesus, after he got raised up from the dead, weren't trying to build a church. They were becoming the church instead. They met in houses and they spoke of the Christ, who made their hearts come alive, who gave them new life. This God who spoke with authority, whose simple word can set captives free. This God who heals the sick and raises the dead. He's not a fairy tale inside my head. He's not a religion to make money from, or a name in which evil things should be done. He's not a crutch for the weak or naive. This God-man Jesus, he's the real thing. He gives hope to the hopeless and joy to the depressed when nothing else is working and you feel completely worthless. When you want to die, contemplating suicide, he's the love still there waiting when everything else you've tried. And his love can set free your anxious mind, breaking the panic of 1,000 lies. He sets you free to not have to put on a show, to not have to impress, because don't we all know that we're all broken and we all need a home. The love of the Father, his love makes us whole. That's it. And so yeah, I went to church my whole life and I was bored. Like, where can I find life? It's church is boring. But when you actually experience the man, Jesus, he changes everything. And it's crazy. This one time, I prayed this prayer and I was all by myself. This is probably one of my craziest stories. I prayed, I was in my car and I was like going through like problems with guys. And I was like, Jesus, you're real and everything, right? So if I pray something, then you should answer it, right? So one time I prayed and I said, Jesus, I want to know that I take your breath away. It's kind of weird, like, this is a Hollywood romance movie. But I said, I want to know that I take your breath away. Because in the Bible, there's a verse about how we captivate his heart. So I said, Jesus, I want to know I take your breath away. And I'm like, just help my heart, and just praying, just in my car. It was like midnight, driving. Well, I didn't tell anyone. And the next day, I got a text message from, it wasn't 407, it was some other area code. But it literally said, you take my breath away. Love, Jesus. I was like, what the crap? Like, what the heck is this? And I told my friends, and they're like, you should text it back and be like, who is this? So I texted back, who is this? And no one ever responded. But that's just one of countless stories that I have. So if you want to follow me on YouTube, I'm Joristories, and I have other Jesus stories. I just started it. But Jesus is real. He's so real, and he said that he is the truth, that there's not another truth, that he is the truth. And just the fact is, sometimes our hearts are scared or they're resistant because we know that if he is true, then that means a change. But the thing is, when you fall in love, it's great to change, and it feels good, and it's like thrilling and exciting and exhilarating to be living as the creation of God on earth. So bless you guys, you're amazing, and wherever you are, you're not hopeless. There is hope. So you're awesome. Thank you.